Ladies and gentlemen, let us rise with the sun. We are returning to Utopia's album Raw with the first track off the second side of the album, Hiroshima, released 1977, their second studio album. We're listening to this because it was recommended and supported, suggested, sponsored by Tony. So Tony, thank you so much for the recommendation and absolutely for the support as well. We listened to the first track on the album, which I really enjoyed, Mountaintop, Sunrise, Communion, and Of the Sun, all of it. And now we're given the chance to listen to this one here. So we just need to go ahead and pull up the track. Like I said, Rise with the Sun. I just finished grocery shopping for the week a little bit ago. So I put everything away, sorted it all out, and here we are. I actually really enjoy grocery shopping on the weekend, but I got to go at my time. Like, I got to go early when there's not really too many people there. Once it gets crowded, then I don't want to. Hiroshima, Utopia. I like that melody a lot. Those hits are coming.
And in the red pagoda, Mama's son is praying.
It's very heavy.
Blood wasted, saving face. Ancestors are licking your horns as they wave their silver samurai underneath the big gun.
Wow.
No one could imagine not the victors of the millions, terrible survivors. Nor the pawn of a man who had the button under his hand. No one could believe it.
I like how the guitar and drums are so aggressive.
God is on our side. He placed the power in our hands to teach the yellow peril. This is Christian mercy. Harry, Harry, give 'em hell. Give 'em hell one time again.
It really is like it's holding back this force, this unimaginable power.
How to make an oven
They all
fry them. Nor the pawn of a man who had the button.
The movement of this track is hard to track.
No one could believe it. Nagasaki, don't you ever forget.
very heavy and powerful song. It's like a play off of the Oriental riff here.
This is the official voice of the United States of America, addressing the peoples of the islands of Japan. Tomorrow morning, August 15, 1945, at exactly 8:15 a.m., we will bomb your cities of Nagasaki and Hiroshima with a blast that will level these cities. This is the only alert you will receive.
Wow, the time going. Wow. And what a powerful message behind this solo. Incredible synth solo. That throaty yell. Wow. That's all I can say with that track is wow. Not only the obviously powerful message behind the tragedy and the events of the bombing of, those two cities, but the way that Utopia has interpreted that, given it respect and the honor that it deserves, and then put down such a powerful event through the music. And of course, the message coming through from them. I think that is really, really good. The heaviness of a lot of the music, but primarily the guitar and the bass, is completely noteworthy. Because at the very beginning, let me pull it back up here, really, like to the very beginning. This part that is displayed in this back and forth, that's almost like the peace. That's almost like the everyday life that we hear, of course, later on in the break later on. That's just happening in those two cities. It's peace, it's tranquil, cool. Everything's like going as intended, right? Everything's just happening. It's just life. But then when the heaviness of that guitar comes in, kind of crashes through in these seemingly random hits, it's like we get an impending tragedy, a feeling of impending doom coming through. Todd's, of course, playing the guitar here. But Roger Powell on the keyboard, his solo later on, out of this world. That was just a sensational solo. And the back and forth between him and Rundgren is just utterly climactic. Of course, representing the chaos and the power, the explosive power of those bombs going off. But the way that they come in after the announcement is just hair-raising. And then the chorus, the chanting, don't ever forget it. Don't forget these events, these things that mark mankind. Don't forget these, so these things aren't repeated. I think that that's just really, really incredible. But the movement of this track was, to me, hard to follow. Even as I kind of got into those first riffs here, like these parts with the hits coming in, like it was a little hard to follow, which, I mean, to me, kept it on its toes, right? And I like how, I kind of mentioned it, but those heavy parts that came in with the guitar and the hits in the very beginning, kind of overtaking the synth and everything, that peaceful kind of sound, kind of me to represent to me like that, those bombs on the way kind of thing, right? And even the way that Todd sings, I was trying to find it. I won't be able to find it quick enough because I wasn't looking at the time, but the parts where he really yells out passionately, desperately, you know, don't forget this. And those throaty, growling vocals that come from him are very, very powerful, very fitting for, once again, the music and the message. And then there's the spoken word part where we get a break that kind of takes away all the music and almost just gives us a little bit of everyday life that's happening through the city. We get that cold warning there. You know, this is your only warning. The bombs are coming, basically. The cities will be leveled. And then you have that space of just tick, tock, time passing, and eventually with just a flash of a warning, those solos start representing the bombs, and it's just incredibly powerful from those moments there. That's a really good track. Let's look at these lyrics here. Under the rising sun, dirty yellow children play, and in the red pagoda, Mama-san is praying. Blood-wasted saving face, ancestors are looking on as they wave their silver samurai underneath the big gun. And as you're going through the lines here, obviously there's some, you know, very overly stereotypical words and stuff going on. And I really think that this is just the, for lack of a better word, the dehumanization of the enemy, right? I think that this is how America at this time was, you know, kind of talking to its soldiers and saying, you know, like dehumanizing the enemy so that it doesn't feel as bad when, obviously, you're unleashing tragedies and horrors upon them. And obviously that's something that still happens. Hiroshima, no one could imagine, not the victors nor the victims, pitiful survivors, nor the pawn of a man who had the button under his hand, no one would believe it. I like the lines, you know, no one could imagine, of course, the devastation that would be caused from this, neither those who caused it and those who had it caused unto them. God is on our side. He placed the power in our hands to teach the yellow peril. This is the Christian mercy. And obviously, once again, we're from the point of view of America at the time. Harry, give him hell one time again. Well, show those Axis powers how to make an oven, fry them. And once again, that's just very cold, you know, calloused in the approach there, which, I mean, kind of works in this sense. And it goes, of course, with the spoken word there. The chorus, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, don't you ever forget. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, don't you ever forget. And of course, they even make it stronger, right? Because I would imagine, I mean, when did this album come out? 70 what? 77? I would imagine, you know, putting the F word in there probably would cause somewhat of a stir. And so that just shows how strongly they felt about this, right? Spoken. This is the official voice of the United States of America addressing the peoples of the islands of Japan. Tomorrow morning, August 15th, 1945, at exactly 8:15 a.m., we will bomb your cities of Nagasaki and Hiroshima with a blast that will level these cities. This is the only alert you will receive. And what a powerfully tense moment this is. And then the chorus is repeated from there. That was a really, really fantastic track. That was really, really powerful in how all of that was wonderfully drawn and connected together from Todd and the band. Really, really fantastic stuff. That was good. Thank you so much, Tony, for the recommendation and, of course, for the support and that one. And I forgot to mention that this had also been suggested by quite a few others. Jackson, Hatspo, Tony Etchels, C-Pain, Ethos Sadar. I forgot a few of you. Paul Jensen, and Steve Brinning. So thank you guys as well for the recommendation. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comments below. I appreciate the support over in the Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon pages. Just press that like button for you. Skedaddle. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.